Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Beerville, where we are once again freezing during the winter. So you'd think that us civilized folk would be able to avoid doing such a thing, and, well, no. So what's happened is we aren't regrowing here in our northwest as quickly as I would like, and, well, we've cut down a fair bit of what was over in the east, and it's not coming in as quickly there as well. So we're not at zero. We have in fact some small modicum of wood coming in. And okay, happiness is going up a little bit. Yes, houses are downgrading again, which will negatively impact our income and our science. It's a rough game. It's a rough sort of optimization problem, not gonna lie. We do need this hauling service, but it's being constructed now, which means it'll be online in time for harvest season. Be a wonderful boon to our economy. Now, the next place that we're going is right here, and we're going there specifically for more wood. So I'm just going to build a little path over in another forester because, well, we need the wood, and we need the sustainable wood as well, so we need to be regrowing trees. We will start to get that with this forester. It kind of takes about 2 years before that really becomes something reliable. And we are right now making surplus beer, but our stockpile is sort of leveling out. And once we have these houses built over on the right, that'll become something I'm less comfortable saying is, well, overproduced. We have fixed our stone tools problem from before, so now we're making enough. And food is getting low. We have, just a moment, we have 650 wheat left, and I might have to turn off the breweries, which is another reason that our beer stockpile is not sufficient for income. Another thing to consider, well, you know what? I'm tired of these tulips. We're just going to go to medicinal herbs. We need more medicine. We're not getting a ton out of the tulips. We're barely maintaining a couple of level 3 houses. And the better way to do it is just to make sure that the pottery gets done. Which those will be up in a little bit. Clay pits, and then I have 2 potters here as well. We are in need of upgrades for those, but I think getting the other wood online would be a very nice thing. We'll put a hauling service over here as well to speed things up. I wish there was more of a way to assign people to the forester in greater numbers. Of course, now what we will do is we will demolish this forester here, and that way, so let's include in our gather, let's make sure that this is included in the gather. It should be. It doesn't look like they're fully grown, but we'll take that forester and we'll put it over here in the west. So if you look right now, we have all of this covered, but the center of this next tile will not be, so we'll have to cover that as well. And we are slowly going up in happiness. Okay, entertainment has now gone up, and that looks to be, as I said, it needed a seasonal change. Have this tavern really become online. Very well, that's alright with me. I just want my pottery, come on. These are not starred. This is, why are you building these first? I don't understand it sometimes. But that's the way it goes, I guess. I'm not always going to understand how the AI does its thing. We do also want the second wheat farm up and running. If we take a look at fertility, we've used the best bit here. The next best bit of fertility is on the river on this side, and that is a priority. We do need those farms. But, well, the last game that I did that was just kicking around with a buddy of mine was far less challenging in terms of allocation for this, because we had a nice central location, kind of like what Reborn has, with good fertility, logical city planning, and no necessity to really hug a river all the way. So if we look over here, they have a nice river. If we go into fertility for farms, they have lots of options along these coasts. They have lots of options sort of sandwiched away in this peninsula, which admittedly they're not making use of, but I mean, just look at that available farming land compared to what we have. It's pretty impressive. And I don't know, I mean, these are nice little isolated sections. I tend to find that they don't work as well for the AI as the AI would like. There's too much housing over here and not enough jobs. I mean, it's a house section built for a single tavern, providing a boost to, well, nobody, because nobody's living in these houses. They're level 3 houses, level 4 houses. but there's nobody living there, so what does it matter? So we'll go to our tech tree. We could build a trading company, but I'm not really great at the automatic trading thing. It's not my jam. We could do mushroom log sterilization for potato seeds to start making vodka, but I think granaries will be better because we'll get farming efficiency. So I need log sterilization. And yeah, we'll buy a library, we'll accept the immigrants, and get a sustainability. Oh, come on. We sell this company's that thing. Get a sustainability book. Very well. So where I want the sustainability book is, so what is a good choice there? These need productivity books because they, well, yes, there we are. Let's get that. We also need productivity books now. Which I could nab those. I could take those from the fisheries, but it's not like we have surplus food, so that's not a good idea at the moment. Okay, let's get the library up and running. We don't have the wood for it, but look at that science that we'll be generating as soon as we do. Mid-spring, I'm a little worried that we won't be able, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. So we've started slaughtering some sheep, and because of that, we now have wool. Well, that's a nice 300 gold in the bank, so our sheep are starting to make a bit of a return, and that's just with one of these up, let alone two, let alone three. So, I mean, something to be looking forward to there. The food produced per season is 81, which is competitive with the production per season from these fisheries, which I'm not, well, yeah, I mean, in terms of population efficiency, it's much better. We're using one person to work that sheep farm. We're using 3 people to work each fishery, and the sheep farm is producing more. So it is something I want to switch to, but it takes up space, and I can't use it on deserts. And if I hadn't put these here, we'd be, well, currently cutting down trees over on that side, which is an invaluable thing as well. So we could use the buy wood action. Should have done that earlier on. But that's, I mean, it's 102 wood, but it's a one-shot, as opposed to if I can save up for here, which we don't need all that much more, well, that would be worth something. I should have waited to sell the wool. It looks like the wool production is really going now. Kind of taking off. It's nice, it's money. We're not going to be making clothing out of it for quite a while, so the built up wool is just something we can sell for a nice and tidy profit. We do have a clay pit. I would like to upgrade it, but nothing doing right now for that. We also do need more trading companies. We're going to get our first batch out here soon. The clay pit, which means we'll prioritize one of these potters, both of the potters, and the other clay pit as well. Oh, don't do that. Okay, fine. Keep building that fishing lodge. But the fishing lodges are eating all of our populations, why we have so few laborers available to us. Another thing is I do want more workers at the hauling services. And I mean, I want that right now, but that's the thing. I want all of this right now. It would be great if we could do that, but I don't think it's a good idea, at least not at the moment. And our beer surplus, as I said, we make these buildings. We have to stock them with beer. And, I mean, the yearly consumption on this is, it's adding up a little bit. It says nobody over here because there are no jobs over here. That is something we need to fix. The library, I'm not sure if it has jobs in it or not. We need industry. So, where's my iron? Okay, that's in this area. So we will have an iron mine here. Sooner rather than later as well. And that'll draw in industry. We'll start making some iron bars over here. That'll be good money. And I think that'll be worthwhile. Alright, so that's all I've got for today. Thank you all for hanging around. We'll see you again real soon.